James Hutchens, and this is my persuasive speech. I want to talk to you today about how gun control will not benefit the United States. Gun control has been a national issue ever since the 1930s. The government has tried for years to find a way to make the purchasing and selling of firearms regulated or even just outlaw it completely. Supporters of gun control claim that a large percentage of shooting deaths are due to guns being too available or too accessible to the public. Supporters also claim that if the sale of firearms were controlled or regulated, the murder rate will greatly be reduced, according to issues and controversies. I am against gun control and believe that it will not benefit the United States. I find that it's a violation of our Second Amendment, our constitutional right to bear arms and to form a militia, and find that the information surrounding the fact that if it was controlled or reduced, that it would reduce crime and murder, that information is inaccurate. The Second Amendment was adopted in 1791. It states that the American citizens have the right to bear arms and to form a militia. For years, the NRA, or National Rifleman Association, has fought to protect this right to bear arms. According to Points of View Reference Center, the NRA believes that stricter gun control laws would do nothing to help reduce gun violence. It would instead make law-abiding citizens more vulnerable to violence. By making guns less accessible or making it harder for the public to own guns, this would give the criminals an edge over law-abiding citizens, meaning they will be able to cause more crimes without worry of a citizen owning the gun. Shooting crimes help influence the idea of gun control. Many major assassination attempts on important people such as John F. Kennedy, his brother Robert Kennedy, and of course Martin Luther King. Ever since these shootings, the government has tried to find some way to regulate the sale and distribution of firearms. According to the SIRS Discoverer, the government is already working on it. Their intention is to set certain laws or certain regulations that are designed to keep weapons out of criminal hands. These methods the first method is to mandate background checks regularly on gun sales. The second is to have background checks on gun dealers. And the third, to keep check on dealers' licenses to sell guns. They want to make sure everything in a gun sale, every person is accounted for and recorded. Gale opposing viewpoints prove that President Obama is hoping to get these laws into effect in his next term. There has always been a controversy of whether gun control laws would reduce crime. Britannica Online states that it would not. In fact, statistics show that these laws allowing citizens to carry concealed firearms, like states such as Florida, would actually have a lower percentage of crime and murder rates. In fact, the fact of the matter is that even if gun control laws are passed, criminals will find ways to get weapons. It's inevitable. The most guns that are recorded in crimes are not even registered or on file. So they're getting their guns behind or below the system. There's no way that it could be regulated through them. So why should the government regulate guns? Why make it easier for criminals and make it harder for law-abiding citizens to defend themselves? It makes no sense to me. In conclusion, I ask for your support in the fight against gun control. Help us protect one of our oldest and most important constitutional rights. Help show that the government cannot regulate everything that American citizens are supposed to already have and that was set for ever since the Revolutionary War. Why let them control that? If we let them get away with controlling the Second Amendment, eventually they'll feel more comfortable and feel the need to control other amendments such as the First Amendment. Why let them feel that they have their right to control our rights? If we let them get away with it, eventually we won't have any rights. So help support the fight against gun control and help us protect our constitutional rights in general. Thank you for your support and your time, and I hope you have a Merry Christmas.